You're watching TNT News, where we bring the past up to date. The search for relatives of crew members who were lost when a submarine was lost at sea in 1940 has ended after the last crewman was identified as coming from Ladywood.
It is a remarkable story, especially as the sub was Dutch.
Norman was the man who made the link after he read a newspaper article about the search.
I recognise the quotes in the newspapers from an article that I wrote in the very first Bugle in 2001. It was a transcript almost of an interview I did with an old Ladywood person called Audrey Spettigue.
Talking about my brother-in-law, Jimmy Spettigue. He was a boxer, he was in the Navy. So he was boxing for the Navy, of course. When he came home on leave, he used to go to the Paladin dance with his friend. And they used to really play up. He went there one night with a friend of his. He shouldn't have gone in, it was the Lord Mayor's do. How he got in the Paladin dance, I'll never know. He threw his hat in the fountain. Well, that was funny, that was. My husband was fetched from home to get him out of there. Oh dear, it was funny. Terror for doing those sort of things. And unfortunately, the war came and he worked on the submarines. And I'm afraid he went down in a submarine, which was a Dutch submarine actually. And he must have gone down off the Dutch coast somewhere, bombed. He was only about 28 or 29. So he hadn't lived much life, had he?
Since that interview, Audrey has sadly passed away, but her son Tony, he actually works on the Bugle, would you believe? That's a remarkable coincidence.
James is my uncle. He died in the year that I was born, and that was 1940. She'd be surprised to know that what she had to say had proved to be so useful to the people in Holland.
The 013 team were delighted when we gave them the photographs and the information, and they tweeted that the 013 crew member finally has a face.
When he was young, James used to live here on Monument Road next to the swimming baths. The houses and the swimming baths have now gone.
The 013, as it was called, was presumed lost on the 22nd of June 1940.
013 is referred to as still on patrol, as it is the last Dutch submarine still to be found of the 7 submarines the Royal Dutch Navy lost in World War II. Now a Dutch film crew is working on a documentary to find the wreckage of the submarine to determine how it sank.
Was it hit by a mine? Did it collide with another vessel? Or was it bombed? A semi-submersible vessel will try to locate the sub in September.
And you can read more about this in the Burris Bugle. That's the magazine of the Ladywood History Group.
Surviving relatives of the crew members, including Tony and his family, have been invited to a special wreath laying ceremony on board a Royal Dutch naval vessel in July. TNT will be there to film the event and talk to people about how the search for the sub will be carried out. Roberto Aclandillano, TNT News.